Hello, Stampers. Happy Friday. I hope you are all doing well. I don't get that low network connection thing. And then it will skip. So I hope it doesn't keep doing that. We'll just have to see. Okay, I've got it up on my iPad here, so I think I can probably go ahead and get started. Sorry, I'm not making you dizzy. So this is a technique that my upline Jo taught at her house, and we made a couple of cards. And so then I had to come home and play with it further. And at her house, we did the technique using the true sepia type reddish brown tones. And then I came home and started playing with it with color. So that's what I'm going to do today. Hi, Amanda. So I'm using different colors than what I played with before. So it's just going to sort of be an experiment and hope that it turns out. All right, let me switch this and get it in the air. There we go. I don't like when that happens. So hopefully, I guess we'll just have to go with it and hope that it is okay. All right, so the colors I am going to play with today are Blackberry Bliss and Rich Razzleberry. And like I said, I'm using this technique, so we will see what happens. And I was dumb and didn't keep the color labels. I mean, I put them on the ends, but I didn't think to keep. I wish I would have, but they're gone, so nothing I can do about it. So I think I will put, so I'm going to blocks. And that is probably plenty. So we'll do Rich Razzleberry. Actually, maybe if I do it in alphabetical order. So I'll have Blackberry Bliss first. And it's a darker color. They kind of look the same there, but we'll see how they turn out. So the first one that I used when I was playing at home was, and it actually gives you color variation. So I'm kind of hoping that will be the case with these colors, but we'll just have to see because I haven't tried them yet. And then I'm going to put some Whisper White. And then I've just got some scrap paper here. And what I'm going to watercolor on, and I think I'm going to make the backgrounds first and then we'll go from there. But I'm using the Shimmer White cardstock. Hi, Karen. Because it works pretty good to watercolor on. You just don't want to oversaturate it. And you know, with any of the papers you watercolor, you have to be careful of pilling. So you don't want to do a whole lot of rubbing. But let's just try this out here and see how it goes. So you're just going in your cardstock. And I like to go ahead and have a scene where today I'm going to use the Forever Blossoms because I love that. And I wanted to do something different. So let's see how this goes. I'm going to use the Rich Razzleberry because it's light. It's a little bit light with that. I don't want this real dark, but I wanted it to be more of a feminine card and using the flowers, so that's why I first started thinking about doing this one. And if it starts looking a little, I was gonna do red, like real red. And then when I started thinking about that this morning, I thought, nah, that might be too bright. And even cherry cobbler, I thought those might be just a little too red for this technique. Although I think you could probably use any kind of a color. And since I'm not really creating a landscape, I don't have to worry about, like on the first ones, I used the set that has the boats and that. So, but with this one, I really don't have to do that. So you can kind of just make the background look however you want to look, however you want it to go with that. And I'll set that aside and let's do this one. Hey, Cindy. Maybe I'll kind of try to do some swirls on this one. I don't know if that'll work, but we'll try it. So originally when Jo ordered cardstock, and then she had seen it done with doing it, you never know what color it's going to bleach out to on colored cardstock. A blue color might bleach out to a green. You just don't know. It's fun though. It's fun to play with it and see what color bleaches out. And one of the do that. I don't use bleach a lot because I don't I like things colorful, so most all of my towels and things like that are they're not white. So I always just wash in really hot water and I don't put bleach in. But so to try that technique, I will have to buy some bleach. So this is going to have a little bit different look than that other one because I'm swirling my brush around instead of just going back and forth. Now I'll be using that to do some coloring on the flowers, I think. So I don't think I really want any in the background. So I think I'm just going to call that good. Clean my brush off here. And I'm going to hit these with my heat gun and dry them real quick. So I have my handy dandy little tin foil covered mat board here, which helps. It helps to not burn your fingers and it helps things to dry a little quicker. So sorry for the noise, but it won't take long here for me to do this. I'd show you drying it, but my gun doesn't reach over that far. Okay, we're good. So I was kind of in my mind thinking I want to do one vertical and one horizontal. Sorry, trying to stay in here. Okay, So let's see. Let me play with the stamp here and see. Ooh, I think it's going to be pretty. I love the color that came out to be. If I did that, I want to leave room for whatever greeting that I put up here. I brought some different ones out here. I'm lucky to have a friend like you. I like that. Let's see how that fits. Yeah, that would fit up there. So I think I will do this one like this. And now to decide, do I want to stamp that out in, I think I do need to stamp it in the memento, because if I use the color, I think that would just wash out because I'm still going to be watercoloring. At Joe's house we used Stays On, but when I did it at home I just used the memento and it worked fine. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So let me just take the cushion out of this and get the magnets off the back. So I'm using my Stamparatus, and I'll go ahead and get those cherry blossoms. Now, even though these are cherry blossoms, you can color them whatever color you want to color them. Who says they have to be cherry blossoms? Okay. Let me move these. I'm afraid I'm going to stick something in them here and make a mess. Plus, I don't think I have this up high enough where you can see everything I'm doing. Okay. So we'll put that there. Let me make sure one more time that that greeting's gonna fit on there. Yes, it will. What did I do with my other? Here it is. I want one more little magnet, if I can get, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to ink this up with black memento. And I think I will just do that one more time. Mostly in the middles of the flowers, it looks like. Okay, I like that better. Helicopter. And you know, Ken and I went for a drive because that's what we do to get out of the house so we don't go stir crazy. We just get in the car, go for a drive. We don't get out amongst anybody because we're just in our car and go look at the ocean or whatever. And I saw the Coast Guard. Actually, we saw them coming in for a landing because we were just out by our little airport here right about that time. And here came the helicopter right across the highway in front of us. and that was kind of cool. And it was like in the middle of the day. I just thought they did 2 runs a day, but apparently they do more than that. Okay, now this is going to be the interesting part, because when I did this before, like I said, it was sailboats and stuff like that, so it wasn't getting so detailed into the color. So I'm just gonna do some playing here and see how this goes. I think what I'm gonna do is come into the middle ready. And we will just see how this turns out. I don't know. It's gonna be a surprise. I like this though. Okay. Here, I've got my heater going. I don't know if you can hear it, but probably should have turned it down a little bit. I'm loving that the sun has been out. Since we can't really get out of our houses, at least it's nice that the sun is shining. It makes things. I'm going to fill the leaves in here. And you might be wondering why I'm coloring the leaves this way, and that's because I'm using the Sepia Technique, so I'm not going to be coloring with different colors. It's still all the same sort of color. Ooh, I'm really liking that, because I'm going to come back in with Whisper White into those flowers. I just, ooh, can't wait to see what that does, but I really need to go ahead and let the what I just did dry a little bit before I go moving to the and if this takes longer than I thought it would, how long it would take, since I'm kind of doing this different. So far I'm kind of happy with it. I think it's turning out pretty. Now, we didn't get the color variation in this like when I used the Night of Navy, and I'll show you what I mean by that. It actually came, it's getting close to the end of our sale, but it's not getting close to the end, so that's cool. But if there's anything you were wanting for free out of the celebration offering, you get at least a $50 order every item before the end of the month. I lost my spot. Here we go. This is gonna be pretty. Okay, so I wasn't sure, because I didn't know how these colors were, what color of base card that I was gonna want for this. So I did a rich cocoa, I think that's what it's called, the dark brown. We'll see. If I don't like it, I will cut a different color for the card base, but I'm still thinking that might look good. And I did some white layer pieces and some very vanilla, because again, I wasn't sure. Okay, I think I'm ready to come back in with the Whisper White. I'm so excited, and we'll see what happens. All right, here we go. Careful, because I don't really like the look of it over the black. Of course, it's going to dry, so maybe I need to be a little more careful to just get it on the petals here to blend, kind of blend in there. Let's try that. And what, when this gets dry here, is come back over it with Wink of Stella. Stella! Hearing sirens out there. It sounds like it's crazy. I can hear the traffic on Highway 101 where we live here in this room. I don't really hear it like just the way this room's situated in the window. I can hear it out there. Not very loud, but I know it's there. If you're out there watching, be sure to say hey so I know you're there. Okay, one more flower here, and then the two little buds. Did I do that one? Okay, I'm gonna dry that real quick. Oh, Todd's thinking he sees something. stump. Okay, now I'm kind of thinking, I'm doing the sepia technique, only I'm using color instead of reddish brown. I'm thinking I want to go in maybe a little bit around the flowers. And maybe this is a mistake. I don't know. We'll see. Playing here right now. It's definitely totally different than the other ones I've made, but so we'll see how. I'm thinking in the end it'll be okay. That's what I'm thinking. Getting a little bit too much water. Here we go. Keeping my fingers out of idea. Okay, I've almost made it around. Okay, there's that. So let me just give that one more quick shot with my heat gun to dry. Okay, I think I'm good. Hot, hot, hot. Okay. Let me get these things out of the way so there's no accident. And I don't know if you can see the sparkle in that paper because this is a shimmer paper. But I'm going to come back in and put some more sparkle on those flowers. Stamp the greeting. It's plenty dry enough, so we should be okay. So again, that's the Forever Blossoms set, and there is a matching die set to go with that. And then what I decided to go with this greeting here. I'm lucky to have a friend like you. And this set is a photopolymer stamp set. So I need to put the cushion back in here. There we go. And get this where I want it. And find that stamp. Okay, I'm lucky to have a friend like you. Let's see if that looks straight. Actually, it looks pretty straight. Now, my dilemma, do I want to just go ahead and stamp that in black? I probably should, since the black is pretty prominent here. I better just go ahead and stamp that in the black. That's what's great about using a Stamparatus. If it's not right the first time, do it again. Oh, I know what's holding it up. It's that magnet. Let me just move it out of the way here. And I will do it one more time. Just take that out. Oops. Definitely don't want to risk getting ink where I don't want it. Okay, that's good, I think. Yeah. It's gonna bug me. I want that D just a little bit darker. See if we can make that happen. Woohoo! All right. Now then, I'm going to come in with the Wink of Stella. Where is it? Come out wherever you are. Here it is. Ooh, I think maybe it's going to need some rhinestones or something too. I'm just going to Stella this up. And I know that you're not seeing what it is, but it's very sparkly. Not like glitter glitter, but very shimmery. So in person, there you can kind of see it. Hey, Nikki. So I think I'm just going to do it on the blossom. So I'm doing the Sepia Technique color instead of Blackberry Bliss and Rich Razzleberry. And then I went back over the blossoms with the Whisper White. And then I went around, back around all of the flowers with the Rich Razzleberry. Which when you go at it lightly, it comes out into this really pretty pink. there's that. Because I had not made this card before, and going with the colors I have, I don't have Rich Razzleberry or Blackberry Bliss cardstock. I'm going to have to get some, but I picked out these colors because I wasn't sure how the pink was going to turn out. Well, it definitely did not turn out to go with Blushing Bride, and I don't like it with the Very Vanilla either. So, I don't know if I'm going to like this, but we'll try it and see. I've got Rich Cocoa there for a card base, which I'm thinking doesn't really go with it because of the black on here. So maybe I should quickly cut a black card base. Let me do that real quick. I'm just playing. Nah, I don't think so. The gray's kind of pretty. I wonder what that would look like against the black. Probably, I like that best. This is Melon Mambo. That's not too bad. Okay, I've got it between the white layer with the black and the gray. Let's pull gray out. Nope, I think the white. Definitely none of these colors that I had thought might work in the beginning did. And that's okay. So let me just cut a black card base here real quick. I should have just used this to cut that with also. And score that there. Kind of looks pretty just straight onto the black. Hi, Donna. All right. You guys give me your opinion. Should I put it straight down on the black, or should I put the white layer under it? What do you think? That's with the layer. no layer? Any opinion? I'm going to pull some rhinestones out while I'm waiting to hear from you. Choices, choices, choices. All right, where's my rhinestones? I've got too much stuff in my basket. Way, way, way too much stuff. Okay. Where's my rhinestones? You know where they are? Oh, here they are. All right, I found them. That's kind of what I thought too. Thanks for helping make that decision. And now there, nope, pearls don't go with all that sparkle. I know that right now. But we've got these pretty pink stones in the Noble Peacock here. So once I get this put down, I wonder if I should pop it up or just, no, I better put it flat because of it'll be curly otherwise. So you need to put extra adhesive on when you're putting down something that you've watercolored, just to make sure that it doesn't get curly. Centered. Okay, I think we did it. Okay, I do need a piece for the inside. And let me see what other flowers I have here. I don't really want to color anything, but what I could do is just take this cutie patootie little blossom here. And I will just stamp it out here. There we go. And we'll pop that on the inside. Can't wait to show you the cards that I've already done because they are totally different than this one. I just really wanted to give it a try with doing something flowery, or to have better English floral. Inside. Ooh, I do definitely on the black. That looks really pretty. So let's just see here. Now, if we want to do these pink rhinestones, that's pretty. Or if we want to do the clear. I'm kind of thinking, now we can't see through that one. I'm kind of, ooh, I'm thinking the pink ones for sure. All right, oopsie. Okay. Grab a couple of them here and see where we want to go. One there. One there. I think it turned out decent. It's probably much prettier in person because you can really see that glimmer of the, well, the paper is the shimmer paper, and then the extra glimmer on the cherry blossoms. So that turned out fun. Let me show you the other cards. Okay. First two are the ones that that I made at my upline. I think that's from the current. Used mostly stamps from Sailing Home, but this one was from an older set, as well as those seagulls, which I absolutely love. Those are great seagulls, and I love the saying as well. So creating the water and sky scene, and then I tried to shadow the sailboat there. So that was that one. And then this one has two little sailboats, and they are from this set. I'm not sure what set. I used those same seagulls again. And then net. That one turned out kind of fun. And then when I came home and played with this technique, I used Night of Navy. I was so excited how this turned out with the color. Night of Navy and, let's see, did I even use, the only thing I used Whisper White on was the sails of the sailboat. Everything else on here, with the exception of the birds, which I stamped in black, is done with Night of Navy. So when you watercolor, it comes out with that gorgeous lavender in it. I just thought that was so cool. I loved it. I was really happy with the way this card turned out, with the way the water was and the misty look towards the sky and all. I was really happy with that one. And so I did another one. The reason why I whacked off the card was when I stamped the seagull back line over here on the edge, and I couldn't put anything over it to make it work. Well, it was in the middle of the card. So I thought, okay, how am I going to fix this? So I whacked it off and just did a strip and fixed it that way. And so anyway, using the Night of Navy is to create water and sky was so much fun. I just really loved that. And I loved these colors as well. And then you come back in with that white on the sails and everything. And the flowers here. So a very different thing when you're not doing like a landscape background, but still fun. And I was thinking I was going to do 2 cards, but it took a little bit longer than I thought. So this is the other background I created at the same time when I did this one. I kind of did swirled around instead of back and forth brush strokes. So now I've got another background to create another card with. And I do like those pink rhinestones on there, I think. So yeah, fun, fun, fun. All right, I hope you guys get in some stamping. I have to force myself away literally from my laptop because I get too wrapped up in looking at all the stuff going on. And that's not good. So I have to make myself stop and go do something creative or do something around my house or whatever and get away from it. It's not going to be easy for any of us to have to stay so confined, I guess. Anyway, all we can do is make the best of it. So, happy stamping, you guys. Thanks so much for joining me. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to have you order with me if you so choose. And if you think you would like to get a discount or make a business of it, $99 will get you a ton of free stuff, but only till the end of this month. So if you're interested in that, give me a holler, message me here on Facebook, whatever, and I will give you all the details about that. All right, see you later, you guys. See you next week sometime, probably before Friday, because I don't think I can hold off. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.